everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return to boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are back. We are ramping up to head on out on a little bit of a raid. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a revenge raid today. The raiders, I don't know, man. We lost the skull. There's no raid for us to show. There is, however, a bunker code for us to show. 40518 is going to be the code for today. If that's out of date by the time you're trying to use it, make sure to go ahead and check that comment section down below for an up-to-date version brought to you by the fan fantastic community here at the Sniper King, a community that I invite you to join if you ain't a part of yet by hitting that subscribe and making sure that notification bell to stay up to date with all this jazz, because as soon as these raiders pop up, we're gonna see what quests they have for us, and then we're heading to that bunker because we got some fun to be had here. After we kill the blind one, we're gonna have enough for the red ticket crate, we have enough for the yellow, and we definitely got enough for the green. So tons of openings going on today, and hey, there is nothing having to do with whatchamacall, the bunker or anything, although there's the third floor to get cleaned out entirely, but I want to get y'all this raid on the ASAP, so we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and start heading over there, and as we head over there, I do have some marvelous things to share with you. Boom! That is exactly what you guys are seeing right here and right now. This is some notes from the Last Day on Earth official Discord. If you guys don't know about that, that is where actually some members of Kafir do hang out and at times do answer questions and whatnot, and this is some notes regarding exactly those questions that were being answered earlier. So without further ado, let's dive into it. These are brought to us by the guy who these notes are being taken about is Cloud. Cloud is a member of the Kafir team for clarification reasons. So let's go ahead and go over some information that's just kind of like some random news and jokes that were being taken down. And although it doesn't seem that promising, trust me, there is a lot of promise behind this. So first off, the zombie truck is forgotten. JK, Cloud thinks it's not necessary, and Cloud, I believe, is a producer on the Kafir team, so he does have a little bit of a say into how this stuff works, but it does appear that at the time being that the general sentiment is there's not really anything going on with the zombie truck. It doesn't appear that they're planning for it or anything like that, so that is a little bit unfortunate, because if you guys do not know, if you click upon the build new base icon, it says you need to craft and assemble a zombie truck to build more bases. However, if the zombie truck does not get added, it appears that either they're going to have a new method of doing that, maybe they'll revamp that a little bit, or potentially having a second single player base is out of the picture. However, as we actually learned in the last episode, there are plans for a multiplayer clan base to be added over in Sector 7, so it appears that those might be kind of like the main bases you have. Like, you'll have your single player base, and then in the future you'll be able to have like your clan / multiplayer base, which is gonna be so freaking dope, dude. Cannot wait for that to happen. And when that update drops, oh, Nelly, is that gonna be some hype? And you know we're gonna be having a fantastic time with that. There will be more live streams about the game. If you guys do not know, at times Kafir does do dev live streams. They just kind of like go through the office, show what everyone's working on. That's how we actually saw, I believe a month or two ago, the swamp being worked on, which is a very great sign for the swamp hopefully being soon, and especially for what we've seen on the roadmap. The swamp should be coming. My best guess is it's gonna be the next major update, so 1.10 and or 2.0. I know you might be like, oh, 1.10 can't happen, but no, it can happen. We've seen like 1.7.9 turn to 1.7.10, and it's just a development number. A lot of other games do similar, so it's not like Kafir's being crazy or anything. I see that sometimes get tossed around like Kafir can't math. No, I think they can, guys. I think they got the math part down, but that's actually great news, because live streams are a great source of information and sneak peeks. So hey, Kafir, if y'all want to toss us one sometime soon, it's been a minute. I'd love to see what you guys are working on personally. I don't know about all you guys, but no, I think we all could agree we want to see what's being worked upon, baby. There are no spare artists for another loading screen picture. That is a question that has been asked a good amount, if they could like revamp the loading screen, because currently there is only a single loading screen. They're just, at the time being, there are no spare artists, but I guess that's some good news, because that means the artists are working on stuff like concept art, which is usually the first step towards something actually being added in the game. We'll drop some concepts for it, and then we'll kind of like move forward with a couple / one, pick it, and kind of like take a direction from there. So that is good news that they are constantly brainstorming via these spare artists in that case. But some variety in loading screens would definitely be cool, but that's definitely a pretty minor feature. There are no hints about the crater. The crater? What do you mean the crater? This thing has been here for a while. It's actually over here in Sector 7, because I mean, this is where the wall goes. It goes all the way to that body of water, all the way to that body of water, making it appear that this over here is Sector 7. It appears that the crater is over there, and Sector 7 is a home to some of the most infected and even like these like little infected like type of things on the ground, not just infected zombies either. So I mean, my most educated guess on that would be that this has something to do with the beginning of the infection, because like, dude, like, I don't even know what this is, like a volcano, a giant meteor hitting, whatever it is. It's definitely going to be important moving forward, given the fact that well, it's on the map. You don't just put a random crater on the map. So I think they're just trying to keep things hush hush over there. But I'd love to hear what you guys got to say regarding the crater. Maybe some of you guys' thoughts and ideas and shenanigans on that. I would absolutely love to hear. The TPO, the big one, must work for his living, so he stays in the red zones. I think that's just them kind of giving a little bit of like an in-game reason for him chilling in red zones. That's because he has to hunt, he has to live, he has to kill. Probably like most zombies, they got to find some brains somehow. So that is the reason that he does appear sometimes at red zones, but that's just kind of like some relatively minor stuff. The home brewery, which is something coming to the game, might be used for making IPA beer and give you buffs. Whoever's taking the notes was not sure if they are serious regarding this, but nonetheless, even if we aren't able to necessarily make IPAs or super fancy beers like that, it is going to be pretty cool if we might be able to like brew up certain drinks. And dude, I don't know, that'd be like one of those like cool kind of nifty features that would just be like, yo, this is actually low-key kind of dope, because I don't know, picking the type of beverage to craft for yourself via a home brewery and like, I don't know, having like a different buff based on that could be kind of cool, and could hopefully incorporate some more vegetation into the game. Maybe you have to like grow certain hops and stuff, and I don't know, man, but at the end of the day, more stuff to do in the game. I am definitely behind. And finally, the torture device will not be used on the dealer. At first, you might be like, all right, that's not a big deal, but think about it. If we're not going to be able to utilize the torture device on the dealer, pretty much like one of the main other entities in the game, or not entities, but I guess like NPC is a better way of saying it. What could we possibly be using this torture chair upon? It's not in the game yet. It is still slated for the future. And I don't know, given the dealer was kind of like what most people thought would be like one of the prime suspects for a potential NPC that could be like interrogated and tortured and stuff. But at the end of the day, with them denying that, there's not really much else in the game that we could realistically torture. Like maybe the specialist from the bunker, but I feel like he'd hate us forever after that, and he's actually very important in the life cycle slash ecosystem of the game, since we do give him our hard mode stuff, so I don't think he'd appreciate that a ton either. So I think there are two main avenues with what the torture chair slash a torture device is going to be doing moving forward. This is exactly what I'm talking about, by the way. It does appear it will be craftable once titanium bars are added in, which should be added within the swamp update, since that is going to be adding the western part of the map. It's going to be adding the ATV to head on over there, and it's going to be adding in the ash plank, and which is going to be found in the swamp, and the titanium bar, which is going to be found in the equivalent of the winter biome as it is to the oak forest. So like in the equivalent zone as it's going to be to the swamp, if that makes sense. You know, it's kind of like in relative comparison. There should be multiple zones being added in that swamp update. So if indeedly that does happen, either they're going to change the recipe for this, or that's going to be one of the two ways they're going to be able to utilize it. There's going to be a future method, some sort of future person, potentially NPC, potentially just game mechanic in general, we're going to be able to utilize to capture with the torture device. Or what I think actually might end up happening, especially with the information that there are going to be clan bases over in the multiplayer zone, and that there are going to be specific workbenches and furniture being put to the clan base, wouldn't it make most sense for some torture to happen in a multiplayer slash clan environment? Maybe if you find a clan member snooping around, maybe scouting out your base before like some sort of large scale raid or battle, wouldn't it make sense to maybe torture him and find out some information about his clan? I don't know. I think those are the main two methods slash thingy-mabobs that might end up happening with the torture device by the end of the day. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say about this jazz in that comment section down below, because that's going to wrap it up for the information I got to share with you beautiful guys and gals today. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say, whether that is your own original thoughts, you guys' thoughts on my thoughts, any of that type of jazz about any of the type of jazz we were vibing to, I guess. Get it? Jazz vibing? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to have cool transitions between my sentences, fam. Cut me some slack, but I can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say in that comment section down below. And our country's third of the way. It's a week, $12. Add to slash Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is well, smash your like button, make sure to subscribe. That's where you would on today's video. Y'all go down, check out every single last video. One set of our pick a random video from the past week. Pick a random comment from that random video. It's that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off the week giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure to stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with every single opportunity you got to get entering in. Ooh, I like me some water and some beans, but to get entering in, I guess I'll grab the beer too. To get entering in into this giveaway, not to mention the latest of last day on Earth information, the latest of update gameplay as soon as those updates do come out, and I can do absolutely everything I can in them to hopefully showcase to you guys what should be done in those updates, maybe like prepare y'all for what is to come and that type of jazz, not to mention the many other dope survival games we are checking out on the channel. So all in all, let's get it, baby. I like the engine parts that I'm seeing there. All in all, pretty key investment if you ask me, but hey, that's just my opinion, you know what I mean? But with that said and with that done, I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. But for now, I can't wait for the pain we are about to inflict about my buddy, the blind one. Oh, we're just getting tons of pistols at this rate. Well, this might be a bit of a longer kill than usual for taking out the blind one. I'm not used to having I'm used to getting some better weapons from these crates. The crates are not helping us out today, but I mean, we should still be fine. They aren't modded like this one is, but I mean, the mods only make so much of a difference, although, ooh, that speed increase is nice. It's fine. I think we'll be able to survive for now. Hello, Faster Biter. Goodbye, Faster Biter. Hello, Faster. Oh, I just hit him with the two-hitter quitter. I'm so sorry about that, lad. I'm so sorry you had to die so quickly like that. But, dude, yeah, like I was saying, man, it's a good investment, that subscription button. I'm just saying. I ain't no stockbroker. Don't be taking investment advice from me. But I'm just trying to spread some notoriety and good information, you know, and of course have a fantastic time along the way. But for now, ooh, that's less shocking. I thought we had a little bit over half. No, we have a little bit under. So I didn't bring a ton of weapons because I'm actually used to the yellow crate being a little bit nicer to us and giving us like a shotgun or a rifle. That did not happen today, so hopefully we got the firepower to take out the blind one. If not, we might need to go re-up on another weapon. But for now, hello, Faster Biter. Oh, god dang it, I didn't activate hard mode. Okie dokie, let's give that a little bit of a part 2 of a go or something, because I forgot to hit this magical button, man. I'm sorry, man. I didn't activate the hard mode protocol. I knew as soon as my pistol killed that guy, and I killed him, but started doing 20 damage. I'm just like, oh, no, not today. This is not right. And what do you know? It was indeedly do not right. But you know what's gonna be right? Taking down the blind one and watching him fall. That's gonna be absolutely marvelous. But crossing my fingers that today's a bit of a better raid day. Last raid was a bit of a doozy. Not a good doozy. It was a bit of a, oh my god, how dare you give this to me, game? How dare I use a C4 on this raid? But we still got some C4 to spare, so hopefully we'll be able to make some nice noise, and hopefully the game decides to give us something good. But the good news is, I mean, since we just got a poopy one, I guess we're more likely to get a better one, because you're not as likely to get a poop ton of poopy ones in a row. But I don't know, man. The game's been pretty good with like giving us relatively good raids for the most part too. So I mean, maybe it was just like a one-off bad luck. Either way, I'm crossing me fingers, and I really hope you guys are crossing them as well. Come on, Floater Bloater, die a little bit quicker there, buddy. There you go. That's what I like to see. Thank you kindly for the gun oil and the dog tags, of course. Pretty hard to go wrong with that. Why don't we finesse our way? This, yeah. I knew that guy dropped the dog tag. Let's pick that up, because all of these hard mode items are also an investment. To see, my wide investment portfolio truly is far-reaching. But why don't we use up these band-aids first and foremost, them little jerky there, bring us back up to where we want to. But yeah, man, these dog tags are a good investment when it comes to that floppy disk at the end. And I like me a little bit, I like little floppy. All right, the floppy disk is a ton of fun. What can I say? And it does have the contents I enjoy. Maybe we'll even have a raid that decides to give us some good stuff. What I'm doing right now, I'm just getting some separation away from that guy, so I only have to shoot one of these guys at once. Since this pistol is not modded, I am definitely going to let the exploder explode, because usually, at least with my modded pistol, I can get enough shots off to not worry about, about him blowing up in my face if I keep on shooting. But that concern, ooh, I like what you have, the chevron. Thank you. that concern definitely fades when my pistol isn't as modded, because this thing does not have the flash-like speed that I am expecting. But, hoki doki, oh, noki doki. I'm gonna just let the turret live. I'm sorry, chest, but I don't have an assault rifle to take that turret down with. I could try to get closer, but then I'm gonna withstand some damage too. I'm trying to keep my SWAT armor pretty pristine, so I will come back here for that chest another time. For now, let's continue using what we have acquired. We also got a couple of extra first aid kits to cover the damage we're definitely about to take, and a couple more toxic spitters to bring a little bit of pain and suffering to. This what you deserve, lads, for all the spitting you did on me back in the day. Well, once you get to the bunker, I guess your spit evaporates, because they're just toxic, man. No spitting involved, they're just pure the toxicity, and that's honestly something I can get behind. Although I do like when they spit, because they're pretty easy to dodge, man. I'm not really none of those 5 dropped anything. Okay, actually one of those 2 might have dropped it. I just was too focused on killing the next ones to fully realize. Guys, you gotta understand, at this point, when a zombie drops something, like, my brain is pretty much on a glorified auto mode to pick up what it has as I try to focus on the next task at hand, such as murdering those 3 and murdering the one that happens to be blind. So here's the game plan we're going with. We're using about half the shotgun. That should maybe be able to knock off 300 to 400 damage, unless we do pretty good luck with, like, it's doing 80 damage. Unless we have some good luck with criticals, which we might. It's looking like we are going to need to rely on the pistol, and the pistol just isn't as powerful as I would like it to be without its mods, dude. Honestly, the speed increase on the pistol is one of the best things. That is, now that I've gone back to like using a normal pistol for a while, I can really appreciate just how dope that is, and I can't wait to go mod my pistol again, dude. Modern pistol is bae, but hockey dokie, blind one, ya bae, for now, baby. Yeah, that's right, I'm back. Your papa has returned. Oh, what's that? You think you can kill me this time? Well, oh, hot diggity dog there, stranger. Tried your darnest, and let me know how it goes, because spoiler, it's only gonna result in a whole ton of pain for you. But let's go ahead and shuffle up around a little bit. I could have maybe got like 1 more hit off on him, but pretty much did 200 damage with that shotgun stuff, so definitely something that I could get behind. Let's heal up. Let's go away, and let's shoot him up a little bit. There we go. Just spam. Always like move a little bit after you shoot too, because that like resets your whatchamacall. Oh, no, 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 no. You're only getting a light snack in there, blind one. I'm sorry. All right, it ain't meal time. I don't want you to spoil your appetite for death, because I'm delivering that stuff straight to your door, and god dang it, there better be a nice tip involved as well. Like your head. I would definitely appreciate your head. But yeah, just try to like move every time after you shoot the shot, because that does reset your shotgun cooldown / timer, and okie dokie, there goes that. So we are down to the pistol. But yeah, it's not like a huge difference, but I do believe it does make a little bit of a difference, and it's not a huge deal, so I don't mind doing it. And let's get to pistol drizzling all over your face, blind one. Enjoy the drizzle. Oh, what's that you want to eat? No, no, no. All right, your mouth's already filled with pistol drizzle. All right, because I've been shooting you in the face. You don't eat more when your mouth's full. You finish chewing your food first or something. I don't know. Learn some manners, all right? Manners are important even after you're dead. And this dude is 157.9% dead. Ain't nothing about this guy that happens to be alive except for his desire to kill me. That is definitely alive and well. Oh, he's been trying. Hasn't happened in quite a while, though. I don't think this guy's killed us in... Whew, honestly, how long has it been since the last time we died to this guy? I'm honestly just trying to recall, and it's definitely been weeks. Honestly, it's definitely been months at this point. The last time this guy killed us without using a glitch has been a very, very long time ago. And, oh god dang it, he does have 1 more wave of hits within him. But after this wave, your demise is set. And my red ticket crate opening is also set. Except mine is set in stone. Thank you for all the goods you chose to provide to Starsnipe Enterprises, Starsnipe Apocalyptic Enterprises, the #1 place for your solutions to whatever problems you might have during an apocalypse. You call me over, I bring some shotgun rain, and what do you know? Shotgun rain can solve quite a lot of issues, except for Comcast slow upload speeds all of a sudden. Yeah, that still hasn't been solved. So in my saga of internet struggles, in case anyone's wondering about those, go away, Frenzy Chat, not trying to deal with you. In my saga of internet strudels, it's strudels. Oh, I wish it was internet strudels, dude. Strudels are delicious, but no, they are unfortunately strugles today. In my saga of those, we have well, they're still staying slow. Comcast is still not yet put my speeds back up to what they were 2 to 3 days ago. Hopefully they get on it, because I called them for like 2 or 3 hours the other day. Oh my God, what else did I do? The guy came over here today to check it out, spent like an hour, nothing changed. So I've been yelling into the void, and Comcast ain't really fixing much. So shouts out to you, Comcast, appreciate it a ton, bud. Psych! Of course I don't, god dang it, give me internet speeds. I upload videos, I need the speeds. But regardless of that, this content's still gonna be coming your way. Yes, it does take a little bit while throughout the pipe, but hey! Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Hey! This is the type of red crates I like to see. A full marvelous set of SWAT armor. 4 freaking rifles, 2 of which having some mods on them already. Goodbye to you, tactical armor suit. I might come back for you, but right now I got priorities, and my priorities are a lot better than your orities, if that makes sense. That sounds like a weird body part. Your ority? That definitely sounds like it could be like a random part in like your it's like a bone in your appendix or something. I don't know. I'm an appendicologist, all right? And the appendixes probably also don't have bones. But again, I'm not an appendicologist, so who knows? They might, you know? But I think I'm pretty good with what we grabbed here. Car air filters are probably come back for, because I do have a solid stockpile of them back at home by now, but you never know. You know, that's still nothing we've necessarily had to use in... When is the last time we used the car air filter in a recipe of some kind? I honestly cannot remember the last time we had to use that thing. Maybe for the acid bath, but yeah, dude, at this point, hopefully they get more uses down the line, man. Maybe we could create some sort of like cool mask for our power suit in Sector 7 moving forward. I don't know, man, but I do know that brings us back up to C4, exactly the place we want to be when we go to raid. I know some people are like, Star, 4C4 is too much. Oh, really? 4C4 is what led to one of my best raids in the past couple of weeks. I don't know. We have had a couple of floppy disk raids. We did get a floppy disk out of using a 4C4, but we got a poop a ton of like pretty good weapons out of it. So at the end of the day, I definitely wasn't salty. It sucked that I had to use 4C4 to find out about those weapons, but hey, you know, that's what the C4 is there for. It's for blowing into stuff. And as long as there's something in that base, man, I'm cool with it. As long as I ain't getting those potato bases that are like a single stone room with literally nothing within them. Those just break my heart, man. They break my heart. All right, Raiders, you better not be breaking my heart now. All right, listen, I'm gonna just kind of teach y'all a lesson real quick. Yeah, I'm serious. Shot a bullet at you. What up? Give me a good raid. All right, otherwise there's more bullets to come. Woo, let's make the wallet to cry a little bit, although I will definitely save some of the iron hatchet tiers because we can pretty easily craft those up. Definitely not a point in wasting 100 gold for that. So I'm gonna go ahead, put the stuff in our inventory away and prepare ourselves, hopefully by modifying some weapons and stuff too. For this raid, we also got some SWAT armor to put away. Dude, all in all, definitely a very productive bunker run. So today's off to a good start. But the important question remains, can it end with a bang? Find out in just a sec. And what do you know, we're looking nice and ready, and of course rearing to go. Let's go ahead and craft up those things we had to craft up. I'ma just very quickly put a couple of these things temporarily away. I already had some hatchets stockpiled from the last time we didn't have to use them because, again, yeah, last time's raid was not the kindest to us. There wasn't really much to break. But what we are gonna be doing very quickly is getting 5 iron hatchets concocted on up and enjoying the benefits of having exactly 5 within our possession, because that means the Raiders quest has been knocked out, and that means we are nice and lined up for some future shenanigans to come as well. We are not gonna be bringing all of our level 2 hatchets though, because currently we literally have a poop ton of level 2 hatchets after this, after crafting all those and the old ones that we had as well. We're also gonna make sure sure to bring some level 1 hatchets because no point in wasting your level 2s. Level 2s are better than level 1s, and level 1s can break through chests. They can break through a lot of stuff. So it's going to bring those. We're going to be bringing a row of those and a row of those. And the rest of this stuff I have to find a home for very quickly. So excusez-moi. And what you know, I'm feeling pretty confident given the current arrangement of our inventory, the current arrangement of our chopper. But we do need to swap around the arrangement of our weapons a little bit because they aren't quite as modded as they could be. So let's do exactly that, make them a little bit more powerful because all of them were the ones that we found throughout the bunker, so they have not quite yet been upgraded to Papa Star standards, but luckily for all of us, those standards are being met right here and right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the most broken one to the second most broken one, and then those two should definitely break from all the waves we gotta finish, and then this one should be enough to finish things off. And that means, like, out of the weapons we're bringing, only one should be left in our inventory. That'll aka leave more room, especially if we find like weapons and stuff. But here we got a little bit of hydration, a little bit of beans, and a little bit of preparation for a raid. Hello, raiders. Yes, we are complete. We are ready. We'll talk when you finish. Yeah. You know what? It better be a talk about how great the raid was. That's the only thing that I'm gonna accept right about now because I ain't happy with what you got. You guys did me dirty last time. You guys did me dirty. Do me a little bit clean. Be Mr. Clean today, all right? Whip out your inner young gravy, and over here at Is that like, like, oh, space is so good, or is that like, the space is trash? I don't know. We're about to find out. So, I really hope you got something good in store for me, but it's a good sign because they cared enough about the game to change their name. So maybe they're far enough in the game to have solid stuff. That's usually like the first ever indicator that gives you a rough clue. Does that mean that a player, someone with the name player, whatever, like couple numbers can't have a good base? No, that is not what that means. I'm just saying it's like a general hint that gives you like a little bit of an idea towards it. But the true test comes when we enter the area, and enter we have, and okay. Ooh, that is, ooh. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of great signs. This thing right here, great sign. That means he was able to build up an advanced furnace. Definitely a power move. This thing right here, also a power move. Devich has been defeated. It does not appear that there is a chopper or anything, but it does look like he was working on turrets, although, don't you need to put the turrets on floor to do this? Is this a hacker's base by chance? I thought maybe you had to put turrets on some kind of ground, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's just me getting like something mistaken really quickly. But why don't we break through some of these level 1 walls, because they are as cheap as can be. They literally, we can break through them with a level 1 hatch and they make like 2 noise. Definitely not that big of an investment. Definitely a step I'm willing to take, and it is a step that didn't lead to anything. Doesn't this need to be on a better ground too? I'm getting a lot of weird signals from this base so far, man. I don't know. This base definitely, the name stays up to it. You know, I'm definitely like, what's going on here? Ooh la la! Is this a little bit of a sneaky deaky back entryway? Oh, why, yes it is! Bless up, I didn't use my C4 for that. It's a rather small base with this is the most random base I think I have ever witnessed. How do you have that but not like any other workbenches? What? I am so confused. Okay, interesting. I'm very happy I looked around back. That's a lesson to everyone. Always check around back before you decide to use C4. Just hug the wall and see if there's an axe icon, because luckily for us, there's a giant trunk over here, so I'm crossing my fingers. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Please be good. Maybe. Oh, things just got interesting. Thank you for the VSS. I'll definitely take a stack of green tickets. A stack of that is worth it. Red tickets are always worthwhile. Thank you for the engine parts. Definitely appreciate Kalashnikov 47. Not to mention the aluminum we got chilling. A little bit of oak, a little bit of yellow ticketry, and some of these as well. Why don't we go ahead and sip some celebratory water to make some room for the camera, because I value cameras very highly, because they are the only thing we can scrap to get lenses, and lenses are a very important item for sight attachments, and they're kind of annoying to get at the moment. So anything they can give me a chance at, I do value a good amount. So I like the camera for show. The one copper ore is tempting. I'm going to continue breaking through a couple more things. Maybe there will be good stuff, or maybe these will be the trash chest since it's not a trunk or whatever, but let's see what we got here. Okay, nothing too great. The phones are looking alright, but we also got our first takers. Oh, you want a little bit of pistol drizzle? Well, I got plenty of pistol drizzle to share. Ooh, my first pistol drizzle machine ran out, but luckily for you, I got backups, baby. And because of those backups, we have an extra inventory slot. So, as a wise man once said, I believe, bada bing, bada boom, something along those lines. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that single copper. I mean, a copper ore. It's direct copper. You know, copper's still pretty valuable in the grand scheme of things. I can definitely get behind that. We haven't had to use any C4, so we sacrificed the slots by coming so prepared. We have sacrificed the slots of our chopper a little bit, which is unfortunate, but on the bright side, we came prepared, and all in all, things definitely buffed out, because this is looking like let's go! The buffing continues, baby! I feel like Mary Poppins, but Mary Buffins or something. I don't know, but I like what I'm saying. Is this the greatest raid of all time? No, but for the price of an iron hatchet, I like what you got. Yeah, this is okay. So it was definitely like a you know, like a good that's the type of noise I'm making, and I am loving what I am seeing. Is there any gas around here that I could go ahead and cop really quickly? 9. No gas, unfortunately. A little bit of food. Could go ahead and pick that up. Might honestly drop the food behind to pick up other things though. Signal transmitters look all right, honestly. Goodbye to those two. Those are level 1 hatchets. I'm not worried about bringing those back home. Iron hatchets, I care about a little bit, but the air filter does seem tempting. This thing is about half health, so I'm not really too interested in throwing that out. What's your generator, dude? He hasn't even like worked on his generator. It's the most random base ever. Why'd you have to put your minigun into that turret, dude? I would have loved to yeet that thing. But yeah, he's got a couple of, the wrenches are all right, but I don't really value them too much more because I do have a ton of wrenches at home and I haven't really had a use for them in a while, so I already have a solid stockpile of that. But, all in all, I'd say we're looking, pretty Gucci McSwaggins or something along those lines. So thank you very much, base. I love what you gotten for the low price of an iron hatchet. I could get behind more raids like that. Dude, he had some pretty cool stuff going here. He was like building up some turrets on the side. How did he build up turrets and like not other stuff? This man just has the randomest base I've ever seen, but I can't complain because it is a random base that hath led to some pretty good stuff for a little papa known as me. So all in all, I'd call that, I'm a double check. I think I checked his pickup truck, but still, just to be safe, I'll give it a quick double check and then I'm dipping out of the map. I'm not gonna summon another wave. There's no point. I already maxed out my rating level, so I don't care about the EXP. All in all, it looks like our work here is done. And nah, I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of that vandalism. Yeah, that's what you get. All right, I'm very sorry I had to do that to you, but I have to take out my frustrations, you know? Maybe I will anger this guy so much by breaking his trophy head that he'll be like, ah, shucks, I'm gonna hunt that guy down. And then I get a revenge raid. Not the soundest of logic, I know, but hey, good enough for something like that. But why don't we go ahead and drive on home. We now do need to strike a deal with the raiders, and I really do want to, okay, yeah, so we ran out of gas, no worries, I saw that coming, but I really want to see my turrets, because I'm like 99% sure you can't just put those on grass, because if that's the case, we may have just raided a hacker, because some of his placements did not make sense. Like, oh, what is that noise? Was that the horde attacking us? Is that, oh, it is the horde attacking us. Well, shucks. I do think that means, oh my goodness, they ate through that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to reorganize that because those chests are now one stone wall away from being broken into. I'm gonna definitely get some wood to fix that up in a little bit, but in the meantime, let us check the turret theory really quickly. Turrets, just making sure here, you need to be put on stone. right? Yeah, it needs to be put on stone floor. So that guy was definitely hacking. That is not allowed. What he was doing is not allowed. Yeah, that guy was not playing by the rules. So, hey, I don't mind raiding a hacker, you know. Thank you for all the goods you provided me, hack. I appreciate the bejesus out of the 4 engine parts, electronic circuits. See, I know I complain about electronic circuits, but listen, if an electronic circuit is the best thing we get out of a raid, meh, all right? But if we get an electronic circuit in addition to stuff like this, the electronic circuit is definitely a welcome sight. And the VSS and Kalashnikov, ooh, it definitely sights of the welcome variety. You want some copper? All right, no, they are not happy with my offering there. Some aluminium? Nope, still not happy. Wowzers. Well, this is gonna be a tough sell. Maybe some of that. All right, now they're just calling it a joke. You think it's a joke? Well, it's a joke that I'm gonna have to figure out the punchline to here because I gotta figure out some more stuff to give to them. And I am not interested in giving them anything from here, unfortunately. So I'm gonna find a proper deal for them. But there you have it, a proper hacker raid resulting in some overall good stuff for us. But with that said and with that done, that's gonna start wrapping up this episode of Last Doubter Survival. Can't wait to see what y'all gotta say in that comment section down below about the information we will share, your guys' own thoughts and all that type of jazz. But that's gonna wrap it up for me for now. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Get a chopper gas tank and join the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pups, getting the true friend perk, getting the best blueprints you can, and building the best attachments for the best weapons you got. Not to mention leveling up all these skills to the best of your ability, protecting your base, going out on raids, whether they be the revenge or the ones you go ahead and quest for. Best of luck defeating the boss the game has to throw at you, get it past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to the next one. See ya.